A 401k sounds intimidating, but it's literally just a type of a retirement account you get from your employer/company. Now, before your employer takes money out for taxes, you get to put a portion of your paycheck into the 401k, and that gets invested to grow over time. Again, with a 401k, you don't pay taxes on it now, but you pay taxes later when you take the money out in retirement. So let's walk through an example because you probably didn't understand a word I said. So let's say you make $60,000 a year and you put in 5%. That's going to be around $3,000 a year. Now, this money comes straight out of your paycheck and gets invested automatically. So that being said, let's say you keep doing that for the next 30 years, you're going to have around $90,000 contributed to this account. And with average returns, it could grow to over $350,000. That's not bad for money you barely notice leaving your paycheck. Now, here's where it gets better because let's say your employer offers something called a match. You've probably seen this on many job applications or benefits where they're like, we'll give you a 401k match. This is exactly what that is. This is a dollar-to-dollar contribution up to a certain percentage. In our case, let's say it's a dollar-to-dollar match up to 5%. That means every time you put in that $3,000 that we had earlier, your company is also going to put in the $3,000. Now you're contributing $6,000 a year instead of the $3,000 that we had earlier. Now, over the 30 years, again, just giving that ballpark, that's going to be around $180,000 invested. That's double the original amount. And with that same growth, it could grow to over $700,000. So yeah, the match is kind of a big deal. Now, let's say you don't contribute to a 401k, you get absolutely nothing. So always contribute at least enough to get the full match because that's honestly like free money and it's a no-brainer. Now, I do want to call out that there's two types of 401ks that you might encounter, which are the traditional 401k and the Roth 401k. The traditional 401k is where you pay no tax now, but you pay tax when you take it out later in retirement. With the Roth 401k, it's the exact opposite where you pay the tax now and you withdraw it tax-free later when you retire. Now, some companies are going to offer both, so you can kind of pick your own depending on what your needs are. Now, some rules that I want to call out is that in 2025, there are limits to this. So when you're under 50 years old, you can contribute up to $23,500 a year. But if you're over 50 years old, you can contribute an extra $7,500. And the employer match is on top of that limit. So essentially just worry about the $23,500 if you're under 50. And if you're over 50, you can contribute extra $7,500. And if you want to withdraw this money without any penalties, you want to take it out around 59 and a half years old. If you do it before that, you'll have to pay taxes plus a 10% penalty, assuming you went with a traditional 401k. And at the age of 73, you're required to start taking this money out because the government just doesn't want you to keep not paying taxes. But basically, the bottom line is that 5% from your paycheck is something that can be easily done, easily implemented, and probably won't affect your life immediately because it's just little bits here and there. Your job might double it, so that is free money. Again, utilize that full match. Third, your money grows while you do kind of nothing. So it kind of just keeps your money working. And lastly, you retire with way more than you put in. So use your 401k, even just 5% is a huge head start. And if there's a match, that's basically like a free, incentive to put your money there. But that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And as always, this is not financial advice. Invest at your own risk.